If you're trying to play through Lords of the Fallen as a Death Knight, this is definitely the build for you. We're going to be stacking frost damage, using dual axes, and doing a ton of damage to get through the game to bosses and enemies. With this build, you're going to be running through Axiom and Umbral like it's a joke, and you're also going to have a really good amount of survivability with the build as well. This build is going to be a level 114 strength build, so any of you strength users out there that are looking for a good time, this is definitely the build for you, because it's going to allow you to RP so well as a Death Knight, and stacking frost damage on enemies is always a good time. I knew I had to do a Death Knight build as soon as I got to the snowy area within Lords of the Fallen, and I found the King Ranger Guardian Axe. This axe is absolutely incredible, scales great with strength and agility, but we are going to be getting into that in just a second because I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to make this build crush. Now, because we are dual wielding axes and the animations for attacking, especially when it comes to heavy attacks, can be a little bit slow, this build is going to be all about looking for those correct windows to attack in and then absolutely decimating your enemy after making contact. And guys, before we get too far into the video, I do want to say that CI Games was nice enough to send me out a PC copy of the game, so in this video, I'm going to be giving away a code for Lords of the Fallen. So here's what you need to do to enter. You need to be subscribed to the channel and leave the comment "free game" down in the comment section so that my bot can go through everybody's comments and choose a winner at random. So if you do that, you will be entered into the giveaway. So thank you guys so much for the support so far, and big thanks to CI Games for sending this out. So we're going to start right here with the Paladin's Pendant. This is going to increase our strength and endurance attributes, and being a strength build, we are both going to need endurance and strength in order to do a lot of damage and get that armor to protect us, as well as be able to wield both of these axes. So this is a fantastic pendant for this build, and this does come standard with the Dark Crusader class, which is the class that I started with. Now for your ring, I'm using the Mine Owner's Ring. This is going to increase our maximum stamina and maximum stamina regeneration rate, which is phenomenal because dual wielding axes is going to chew up your stamina like crazy. So the faster we can get that stamina back into a larger pool of stamina is overall a great quality of life adjustment for this build. Our second ring is the York's Ring, and this is going to be giving us extra frostbite damage. Our axes already deal frostbite, but being able to deal that extra frostbite damage is going to help us out in the long run. We're going to be able to do more damage to enemies and bosses in the Lords of the Fallen, and when I found this ring, I had to put it with the Death Knight build because obviously Death Knight, Frost, it goes hand in hand. Now to get both of these rings, the first thing you're going to want to do is go back to the very beginning of the game at the abandoned red corpse. There's going to be a corpse hanging off of the side of a building. All you need to do is throw a rock up to that corpse and it will knock this item down, and you will be able to receive this ring. This is a very early game ring, and it is definitely worth it, especially for leveling up in the game as a strength user. Now as far as getting York's Ring, after you defeat the Crow boss, you're going to continue to run along this path that I'm showing you now, and you're going to have an opportunity to fight the Lamp Bearer once you get close to where the ring is. Either defeat him or die, and you can come back to this location and the ring will be sitting right here on this pile of corpses. Hey guys, real quick, I just want to say thank you so much for watching this far into the video. If you like the content and you're finding value in what I'm doing, hit that subscribe button and the bell notifications so you guys can know when more videos are coming out. It helps me out a ton. I think we're going to get to 20K subscribers in 2023, so very exciting stuff. All thanks to you guys. Now, let's get into the video. Now, obviously, we need to have something to do damage with, so let's talk about the axes. We are using the King Ranger Guardian Axe, and I hope I'm saying that correctly, but currently we have one at +7 and we have one at +6, and these are absolute powerhouses. They have great strength scaling, and they're also going to do a physical damage of 276 plus 248, and they are going to have frost buildup already on the weapon, which is why we are using these. And a super fun thing you can do to this weapon as well is add any type of salt that you want depending on what enemy or boss that you're up against, and it will keep the frost damage but also add on the extra damage for whatever salts you're using. I absolutely love that in this game, and it does help out a lot, pump out a ton of damage in the times where you need it most. Now you're going to pick up these axes from Faith. I think I'm saying that right. It's an area of the map where you're going to find a bunch of these rangers, and they are going to be able to drop this axe for you. I got 2 very quickly, so it should not be a problem for you, and they're not incredibly hard to kill, making it that much easier for you to get one of these axes. And finally, for the armor, I think we've absolutely nailed it when it comes to the aesthetic of a Death Knight with the giant axes. We have the crown of thorns around the helmet. We also have the fur on the boots and the brown gloves that match. I overall think that this set looks absolutely incredible, and for the set, we are using the Holy Bulwark helm, the King Ranger Guardian armor, the Overseer gloves, as well as the Jadel trousers. I think this is absolutely a phenomenal set. All of these armor pieces can be acquired as you go through the game naturally. The Holy Bulwark helm is going to be found from the Paladin Knights that you find throughout Axiom normally as you're playing. Kill enough of them and this will drop for you. The chest piece, the King Ranger Guardian armor, is going to be dropped by the exact same guys that give you the axe, so if you farm them, chances are you're going to get one of these as well. The Overseer gloves are going to come from random mobs within the mines. And lastly, the Jadel trousers are going to be coming from a chest right outside the nest vestige right before you defeat the crow. And lastly, before I let you guys go, I'm going to show my stats here on the screen. I'm currently rocking 66 strength, 20 agility, 33 endurance. My vitality is at 36, radiance is at 11, and inferno is at 8. The reason I have so much strength and endurance is because those are the main two stats that I'm rolling with to do all the damage I'm doing. Vitality is at 36, so I can get hit a few times and not have to heal up immediately. And agility is up at 20 because right around that area is what you need to wield both of these axes. And just some final thoughts for the build. I think overall the build performs incredibly well. I absolutely love the frost damage that is built up with the Death Knight build. I think it does a huge chunk of damage when it does proc, and I also really enjoy the fact that bosses and enemies do not feel incredibly challenging when I'm using this build. It's been a lot of fun to put together. I've absolutely enjoyed my playthrough so far of Lords of the Fallen, so let me know what you guys think down in the comments. And guys, that's going to be it for this particular build video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have not subscribed to the channel yet, feel free to subscribe, hit the bell notification so you can know when I'm making more content. I appreciate you guys a ton. We have so much Elden Ring, Lies of P, and Lords of the Fallen content still coming to the channel, so if you're a big fan of Souls-like, I definitely look forward to seeing you guys around. Thank you so much once again, and until next time, stay safe, enjoy the game, and I'll see you in the next one.